Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Saints Alive. As most of you may know, the season did not start out the way senior Owen Wignot had hoped. A head injury forced him off the court for about a month, and it took Owen a little while to get back in the groove, but now he is back and playing some of his best basketball.
It was a tough injury, senior year. You don't want to start off that way. I think I really started feeling more like myself, I think right before Christmas break, around the Princeton game. Around then, I'm trying to stay consistent with my scoring and my play, and I think, I'm kind of on the right track right now, so I'm just going to try and keep playing like that.
Just watching you play and watching the other people around the MAC, you definitely are one of the more explosive players in the league. You have one of the best baseline games. Talk a little bit about your play and how you've developed over the last 4 years here at Siena, because I'm assuming to a certain extent it was like that in high school, but you add weight, you add leaping ability, athletic ability over your 4 years.
Right, and I think actually the first 2 years here actually really helped me a lot. My freshman and sophomore year, playing with Kenny, Eddie, and Ron, I learned a lot from those guys, because I wasn't really just thrown into a starting position as a freshman or a sophomore. I kind of gave me a lot of time to learn it, and I think last year, now this year, I'm trying to be more explosive and more aggressive like I used to be in high school.
Wignot off glass and in. Saints pouring it on.
For anyone who's ever seen Owen Wignot play, his game does all the talking. He's fairly quiet out on the court, but going into his senior season and being a captain, Owen knew he needed to be a much more vocal player.
It was different. In high school, I had to adjust with it too, also because I was always being led by older players, and now I've kind of, accepted that role that, these younger guys need me to be a leader and to lead by example.
You talk about the fact that you weren't thrown into that starting role as a freshman. Well, you have a freshman point guard again this year who was thrown into that role like somebody was last year as well. And you've got Rob Poole coming off the bench getting big minutes. How big of an influence, talking to them, we know you've had a big impact and influence on them, but how much do you have to work with them to kind of mentally even just bring them along and prepare them for the transition from high school to college ball?
We have to interact with them a lot, because me and Kyle went through it a lot when we were younger, and we were coming off the bench. I can imagine for these guys, starting, it's a lot mentally, and there's a lot of times where we got to tell them to calm down, don't worry about it. And as a veteran, I've learned that a lot, that you got to play through it sometimes. And, but it's going to be a great experience for them when they're older. When they're seniors, they're going to be amazing.
What's your favorite part of not only Siena basketball, but the game of basketball? Myself being 5 feet tall, I can't imagine what it's like to dunk. So watching you dunk, to me, that's unbelievable. Just the power and the energy that you put into it. Is that the best part of a basketball game?
Yeah, it is when you make them. But, yeah, it's exciting. But, just going out there and playing, and you win a game, it's exciting, and losing's tough too sometimes. But I think, just going out and playing, having fun, you get a win, it's great. You lose, it's tough. But, I think just going out and playing and having fun is the best part.